supposed to light the candles?
Yes, so that it's
Okay.
okay. I think we're live. Are we live? Hi, everybody. I'm Rebecca Proctor, and this is Patience Brewster.
Hi, everybody.
I think you've heard a lot about her, but we're just so excited because Patience is a new member of the MacKenzie-Childs family, and we're just having way too much fun. This is actually scandalous, the fact that she's part of our
It is.
family.
But this is work, and it's
It's
supposed to
not
be
work.
serious.
Yeah, very,
So
very serious.
We won't laugh anymore.
No. As a matter no. It is so much fun. Anyway, we've got so many things to share with you today. But the most important thing right now is that we're doing a giveaway.
Yeah.
So do you want to tell us what the
Very
giveaway
generous
is?
giveaway, people.
Yeah, it's very, very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
So
Tell
from
us what we've got.
MacKenzie-Childs, there are some qualifications that Rebecca will tell you.
Yes.
But you're going to get everything that's right here. You're going to get,
5 pieces.
well, this is the start of Dashaway. This is Dasher and Dancer. And this is Dasher's elf and Dancer's little gift elf. And you're getting the sleigh, which is the ta-da piece.
That is so the ta-da piece, because you could fill it with gifts
And you can put Santa inside.
Oh.
I mean, he can ride in his sleigh. So anyway, this is a big gift and a great
Yeah.
start if you're a new collector to Dashaway.
So to enter for this amazing extravaganza, comment below on this video with your favorite Patience Brewster item and tag a friend by 11:59 tomorrow night. So you have kind of a day and a half, almost 2 days to enter to win. And
Okay.
so please make sure to do that.
So you have to say what you like the best.
Say what you like the best
And you have
tag
to
a friend.
tag somebody.
Thank you for repeating that.
Okay.
Do you know how many days till Christmas?
I have no idea. I
Okay.
thought it was more than it is. It's not very
See,
many.
it's over there. I wrote it down.
Yeah, people are starting to shop.
71 days until Christmas. It's going to be here before we know
That
it.
is really short. That's
It's
stunning
really,
to me.
it's really short, and 48 days to Hanukkah. So all these holidays, it's right on. It's just next.
It's coming right up.
So let's talk about
It's
how
getting
we met.
cold.
I know it is.
Oh
it is
my
getting
gosh,
cold.
that was amazing. That was
That
the
was-
most amazing day.
It was the most amazing day, and it was
It
really
was weird that we never knew each other because
Very
we're
weird.
one lake apart.
You're in
And-
Skinny Atlas, and we're here in Aurora, New York.
Yeah, 30 minutes apart.
Both beautiful places.
Both, I mean, I was aware of this line since it very began. MacKenzie-Childs, it's been in my house since, when was it? 1970s.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
but I just one day thought, gosh, we've never met. Maybe
So she
we
called
should
me up.
talk to each other.
She called me up and said, "Hi, we've never met. Do you want to have lunch?" I'm like, "This is Patience Brewster." My heart's fluttering.
Oh, come
Of
on.
course, no, really. Of course, we want to have lunch. So
and
we
we
did.
I never
We
have
never
lunch
met.
with anybody.
I don't either. I actually eat at my desk all the time.
Yeah.
I never have lunch.
Yeah.
So we met, and then that 5 minutes that we thought, oh, it's just going to be, yeah, sure,
Yeah,
we'll say
let's
hi.
just meet each
Oh
other.
no, make no mistake.
We solved the world's problem.
All of them. We did, and we didn't want to leave each other. It's like,
No.
will you marry me?
No.
I really did not want to leave her. We hung out all day.
We are part of the same person.
We are. We
Our
have very
husbands
similar.
are similar. They're both musicians. They're both,
Exactly.
we
We have the Ithaca connection.
Ithaca
We have
connections,
music
crafts
connection,
people.
craftspeople, art connection, all kinds of connections.
customer connection.
It was very, very gripping drama. It was
Really
very
was.
fun. And guess what? It hasn't changed since that lunch. So you're going to be seeing a lot from Patience Brewster. And if you go on our website now, and please do that, there are almost 600 Patience Brewster designs that are part of MacKenzie-Childs now. And you won't even believe how
Yes, if you
beautiful
think
they are.
if you're one of those people, which I run into a lot, who say, "I have everything you ever did," they can check and see what that really means. There's a lot there. You probably don't. There's probably something new you haven't seen before. And if you have it all, thank you very much. And we need to know who you are because that's amazing.
Absolutely. And while you're watching us today, write us and ask us questions because we're here for a little while. So we love to hear from you. I also want to say that the Patience Brewster MacKenzie-Childs sensibilities, they really needed to be together because we share a very common point of view on things, which is about playful, happy loveliness. And that's something very fun. And so we really
About
do.
making things by hand and making
Absolutely.
things that you keep for a long time.
Absolutely.
And not having disposable things and using your really nice plates and your really nice glasses and
Enjoying them.
your holidays and not letting everything just go flying by.
That's right.
So
And that's all very important to us. So let's see, how did you get started? Tell us that.
Oh my gosh. I was a children's book author, and then I thought, these books take too long. They take 3 months apiece. I tried making some shorter things. I made greeting cards. While I was making greeting cards, I made some Christmas cards and some Christmas holiday invitations. And
They were beautiful.
at a trade show, somebody saw them and thought, oh, wouldn't these make great ornaments?
Oh.
And I was licensed to make some ornaments, which I did. The first ones that were made from my drawings were fantastic, and that was 20 years ago. And 10 years later, I started my own ornament company, and almost 10 years later, now we're part of the MacKenzie-Childs family,
Wow.
but making things in the same very careful, handmade way. Everything you see on this table and all of my collection, everything's made by hand, from the drawing that I do to
We'll
the
talk about that.
carved wooden figures that we make molds from, to the way the molds are made. There's no machine involved. It's all done by hand, and
And,
all this
yeah.
is hand painted.
Well,
So-
there's something really magical too about, and we were saying this morning when we were talking about seeing your art come to life from this thing that you've painted into a three-dimensional object, and how incredible that is. And I think your things are so beautiful because they have so much detail. And when you look at photographs of them, they're just not the same as holding them in your hands. They're really special.
It's true. I've got to say that people love seeing them in stores and picking them up and looking
Yeah.
in the eyes of each one,
Oh,
because
the eyes!
there is an important factor.
Well, I
to
learned this
that.
about patients. The eyes are very, 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 very
It's
important.
all in the eyes.
It's
yeah.
all in the eyes, and if you look at them, they really are. They are very intimate and knowing. I don't know. There's something special about the eyes and the shoes.
Yes,
and
and
the
the
shoes. I mean, these shoes are so outstanding. So,
Yes.
So where do you get your inspiration from?
Well, I guess my answer to that, because people do ask a lot, is that it comes from my life. And this Dashaway collection came from a Clement Moore poem. "'Twas the night before Christmas" went all through the house. And that I read every Christmas to my children,
Oh,
and
yeah.
my mother read it to me. So it was a natural thing for this. So I take things from my childhood and from my children and from my pets and from my experience and whatever I'm thinking about at the moment.
So
Basically everywhere.
No, but it's so fantastic that it comes to life this way. On the back of this guy is inscribed "The Night Before Christmas,"
The poem starts
which
there.
is really amazing. The poem starts there. And the other thing so tell us about this story. The other thing is that there's no Rudolph. I learned this from you this morning. I thought this was fascinating. Tell us why.
Well, people start collecting, and they collect the 8 reindeer,
Right.
Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, and Vixen, and they get through to the end, and when they come to the end, they say, wait, where's Rudolph? We need Rudolph. Why haven't you got a Rudolph? Well, Rudolph comes from a whole different world. He's not in the poem. Santa doesn't call out to Rudolph. And these are not the reindeer who would not play in the reindeer games with Rudolph.
These are playful reindeer.
These reindeer would love everybody, including Rudolph, but they were born 100 years before Rudolph came along. Rudolph was a advertising vehicle for a department store.
Fascinating.
And, in the 1930s, I think. So he was from a whole different world. And so in this world, Rudolph hasn't been even born
I think
yet.
that's so interesting. Well, I would like to show everybody that's watching how you go from a piece of art into this amazing process,
Okay.
and we'll talk about it. Can we start with
can.
this
We brought
artwork?
a
So look
drawing
at this, because
here.
Patience drew these, painted these with her own beautiful hands.
Yeah.
And so who is this?
So this is Vixen in her new iteration. Of course, I drew Vixen for an ornament. All of these, by the way, come in this figural size and an ornament size and a mini size.
Right.
But this was a special Vixen that was going to hold candles. And you can see that she's pretty close to her drawing.
She
the
is.
way
She's
she was
remarkable.
carved.
And I will just go on and say that those beautiful candles,
decked
those
out
are
today.
glow candles by MacKenzie-Childs. They're also available online. And as you can see, we've got lots of choices for holidays, and they look fantastic with her.
They look great with her.
They do.
And this is an assortment, and you can, I think, pick and choose.
Yeah.
You could get all gold
They come
and
in
white.
pairs.
Or,
They're beautiful.
Yeah.
So talk us through, okay, so from
beyond
the drawing, what happens next?
I do a drawing like the one I just showed
Okay.
you, but then I would also provide a drawing with her, front view and
Multiple
her side view.
views.
Most people use computers for this, but I still do everything cave woman style, and I still do it all, with my pencil and paper. And then she is carved from wood. So I have wonderful sculptor who knows me very well and goes out and buys a block of wood the size of this.
Wow. And hand carves
And
it.
then just starts digging in with a knife.
We
All
have,
done
look at
by
this.
hand.
Shirley
Uh-oh.
says hello from Alaska. Hi, Shirley. And Pat from Philadelphia. And
I went
Sherry.
to school in Philadelphia.
Oh, yes, she did.
Yeah.
Jessica says hello. Rebecca Dalton says hello. Hello, Rebecca Dalton.
Hi,
Katie says all of the reindeer are her favorite.
That's a good
Jessica says
answer.
the zebras are my
Yes.
favorite.
Zelda.
Yeah, amazing. Sonia says hello. Lori says, I love the whimsy of your imagination. So do I.
Which one?
And Jan says, beautiful. So thank you all very, very much.
Thank you, Jan.
Thank you all. So, okay, so it's sculpted, right?
So it's
original is
sculpted out
sculpted.
of a block of wood, literally.
Okay.
And then if I either visit the Philippines or I see a picture.
Sure.
Anyway, whoever is sculpting it shows me a photograph of it, and then I might think the nose is too long or the nose is too short, and we alter it. I might need the ears to move. Maybe they're out on the side. They need to go to the back. So we cut off the ears and stick them back on in the back. We might need more leaves than I see on this relief here to help the painters paint them. So I just adjust and adjust and adjust the sculpture until it's finally looking just like this.
So the model is incredibly important.
It is
because
very
from the
important.
model, a mold is made. And then
mold is made.
we can
That's
only
a
use the
long
mold so
three-time
many
process.
times, right?
Yep, that's right. I mean, the molds don't last forever, and they're a complicated process. It's a long three-step process that's very hard to explain unless you can see it. But then, even once the mold is made, these are all made out of stone resin, and the
Okay.
stone resin literally has to be painted with a little paintbrush in to get all the tiny
There's
little
so many
detail.
nuances. I mean, and they're so tactile.
Yeah.
This one has this beautiful,
Tulle
tutu, and the shoes and the ribbons, and they're all completely painted by hand.
They are.
Which
Yep.
is incredible. So the attention to detail is just spectacular.
Right.
Do you have a favorite?
Oh,
That's
boy.
the worst question to ask
Yeah.
anybody ever. What's
I usually
your favorite?
can't talk about my favorites
I know.
because they're usually what I'm working on.
I know.
And
Mine changes every
But
5
you
minutes.
know, on this table right now,
Yeah. What about right now?
I love this Vixen candelabra, and I've got to say the sleigh, which is
So good.
it also comes in 3 sizes, is a really wonderful foundation piece. Even if you're not collecting reindeer, you can use it in an arrangement, and you can put a vase in here, or you
How
can put
beautiful.
greens
Or
around
a
it.
centerpiece on your table would be incredible.
It makes a great centerpiece with candles all around it.
And I just learned that each reindeer has its own elf,
Each reindeer has a helper elf.
a helper.
I think of this as happening before the night. It is the night before Christmas, but before the reindeer leap into the air. There's a lot of clothes and paraphernalia on these reindeer. Some have bows and candles in their
It's the
antlers.
shoes for
and-
me. It's the shoes.
Yeah, the shoes, but they have little rose wreaths. So they
So
each got a
beautiful.
little elf to help them get ready
To get
for
where they're
Christmas
going.
Eve. Yeah.
It's very, very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's hard when someone says, "What's your favorite?" Because,
Tell me yours.
well, I can't. I could not possibly. And mine changes every 5 minutes.
And there's so many to choose from.
Too many wonderful things to choose from. So that's just the way it is. Look, Catherine says hi. Thomas says hello from Maine. Is it snowing there yet, Thomas? Tell us. It's snowing in Minneapolis. Karen says whimsical, so whimsical. Love her work. And back to the giveaway. I'm to remind you.
She says you're awesome, and you're so awesome because look what you're doing.
'Cause
You're giving these away.
This is awesome. So this giveaway is awesome. So let's talk about it again
Large.
for anybody that missed it. 5 beautiful objects. So tell them what the giveaway is.
You get Dasher and his wreath elf. You
Okay.
get Dancer and her gift elf, and you get this sleigh. And this sleigh has Santa's initials on it. Santa
bells.
Claus. It has little bells
bells.
on it. It has all these medallions and little leaf prints and designs all over it. This sleigh takes 30 hours to make, from
Remarkable.
molding until it's finished being
amazing.
painted.
That's amazing. So the way that you participate is comment on this video and tell us what your favorite Patience Brewster item is. You can check it out online because we have almost 600 Patience Brewster pieces on our website, so make sure to check there, and then make sure to tag a friend. And you have until tomorrow night at 11:59 p.m. To
To
participate.
accomplish that difficult task.
And then one lucky person.
And
is gonna
how do
win.
you choose the lucky person? Is it
Oh,
random?
it's a random thing.
Do you like the
it's
sound of their name?
in the stars. Oh no, it's quite random.
Quite
I'm
random.
Sure. I don't.
So just make sure you do those things, and then your chance is as good as anybody else's.
Can we talk about how they're made again?
Yeah.
Okay. So just really quickly, this is important because what you don't necessarily know is how much handwork is involved in every single one. So a model is made, and
A
that's
model is
sculpted by
made
hand.
out
First,
of
it's a
wood.
painting.
Yeah,
Do
and
we
then
have the Santa drawing?
we do have the
we get
Santa
that one?
drawing, and it's over there.
Let's
It's
show
right
them that
under
because
there.
It's just
on
extraordinary
top.
too. It's really fun for you to see how this story comes to life.
There he is.
Oh, thank you, Linda.
Thank you.
Okay, so look at this.
He's gonna flash in your eyes because he
He's
has
so gold.
the same gold leaf that's actually on Santa is on my drawing, because I
It's
used
real
to
gold
paint
leaf.
gold and then it would be yellow. And so now you can see the way this Santa was created, and he looks pretty much, this is candlelight Santa.
And
We have
there's your-
several. And there's Vixen.
And that's Vixen. So that's the original art. And then
where they
from
begin.
there, someone sculpts this
Mm-hmm.
in 3D, obviously. And there's a lot of back and forth between Patience and the artist, because getting it just right is very, very important. to
Getting the
her.
wooden sculptures is really a big, long process.
Absolutely.
But when we get it just right, even so, I didn't mention, then you make the mold, which is laborious, but then we start the painting process.
Right.
And the painting process, again, is something we go back and forth with, or I go and visit the studios and I sit there and we repaint them, because we have, I think you mentioned this to somebody earlier, but in our workshops, we have so many paints.
The colors. Oh, this is a very interesting fact. So I said to Patience when we were just starting to work together, how many colors do you use in your palette? And she said, well, how many of which color? So I'm like, well, how many greens do you use? So how many greens? do you
I
have?
think we have at least 45 greens. I
45
think.
greens.
And I think I might have just invented a new one that's going to have to be
A new green?
created. Yes.
Oh.
So it's not like a little paint box of primary colors. There are so many, just to begin with the greens. There's a million different reds. And, when people ask you a favorite color, you have to say, well, what's it going to be next to? Because one red that
That's
looks
absolutely true.
red here might look purple on something else. So we
Right.
have to have a lot of choices.
Right.
I think somebody's asking you more
Oh,
questions.
look, Lisa says the deer are awesome. Vicky says she loves the sleigh. Juna loves the fairies. So do I. You've got to go online and see these because they're really extraordinary. Cynthia, hello from Florida. Wow, it must be hot down there. And Sherry loves every cat ornament.
Oh, nice. Those are new, the cat ornaments.
They
There's
are, and they're really amazing.
more new cats.
They're really amazing. The world of Patience Brewster is really amazing. And that's why it's so important that the sculptors and the painters get it just right, because they're kind of like members of your family.
And somebody wants to know what happens after that, because there is another step. Even after we get the painting
Okay.
and we get the perfect green. And
Then
we have
what?
to say, no, a little more yellow in that green. No, we need green number 27, not 28. After that's all done, after it's painted, then we have to add the embellishments, and somebody's asking about all those things.
Okay.
And not only are there embellishments that are things like the feathers
And
or
the tulle.
the outfits that might be cloth, like Blitzen's coat, and then the beads added on top of the coat.
Right.
But you also need to know that there's sometimes several molds, like this.
The paintbrush, for
Painter
example.
elf has a
Oh, look,
separate.
it comes out.
It even comes out of his
Oh,
hand.
that's wonderful.
But sometimes there's a ornament like, or a figure like, this is Prancer, and
course
he
it
has
is.
a top hat. And he has a wreath that's made out of sisal, and then it's formed, and then it's painted, and then it's put on. And sometimes there's gold leaf, like on the sleigh.
Yeah.
And there's glitter. Those are all separate processes
And then each one is wrapped up in a beautiful little box.
in lots of careful packaging. And
Yes.
I have to ask you all, when you get your piece, to be careful when you take it out of the box.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's so many little delicate parts.
Don't pull it out by the antlers.
Right.
Make sure you pull it out by the packaging.
So we'll mention the giveaway one more time because we're
Okay.
going to wrap it up. It's 5 incredible
away, Prancer.
pieces.
You don't get given
These
away.
5 designs, and there are some rules of engagement. So you have to tell us, comment to us, which is your favorite Patience Brewster item, and then you have to tag a friend, and you can do that up until 11:59 tomorrow night, and then this could be yours. And I can't think of anything more fun for the holidays.
Wow,
I'd
you'll
never
have
put
your
it
shopping
away.
all done.
And it's 48 days till Hanukkah and 71 days till Christmas. So it's creeping up on us.
I wish I could add up in my head to say the value of this, but that's quite a really
I
very
know,
generous
I don't even
giveaway.
know, but it's a wonderful collection.
Good luck, everybody.
Good luck, everybody, and thanks for joining us. And oh wait,
Oh, it's $500.
oh, wow, yes, that is a nice giveaway.
So good luck getting it.
Good luck,
I hope
and
it's you.
happy holidays. They're almost here. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Bye.